Hello, tubies. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. I hope you can see shit. See this? See? Look. You're like, why are we staring at an incense box? And where the hell have you been? I have been everywhere. Fuck. I can't even get 5 minutes to myself to sit down and do nothing. You know what happens when I sit down and do nothing? My brain starts going. It starts thinking about all of the things that I could be doing, and then I have to get up and do them. This is an incense that I made. We're actually going to talk about incense today. Let me grab my bag of incense. We're not doing an incense review, most of you should know. These incense, like everybody knows what vampire blood is, and everybody knows what neg champa is, right? Like we all know. Why did I grab this bag? I don't know why I grabbed it. We all know, like, this is rain, right? We all know that we have incense. Everybody has incense. People who can't burn incense for one reason or another have other ways of incorporating smelly shit into their craft. Now, when we talk about smelly shit, because it can come in all forms, okay? We can make our own smelly shit, or we can buy our own smelly shit, or we can hand roll our own incense sticks, right? Or maybe you're the type who burns a lot of scented candles because you can burn candles, but you can't burn incense, so the scented candles kind of work in that way. What is the purpose of incense in witchcraft? You're like, everybody knows this. Do they? Do they? Do they? This is another form of incense. This is just, I don't know what this is, because when I burn it, it smells like myrrh and frankincense, and I'm like, why do you smell like myrrh and frankincense when you don't look like myrrh and frankincense? Because I've never seen black frankincense before. Maybe that's a thing, I don't know. We're gonna burn some. That's what you're like, do you even, no, I don't have space. I don't have anything, okay? I've got too much shit going on. Did these get all nasty and moldy? I was drying these out inside of here. I just threw them all in, and every few days I would just shake it up, right? So I'm just trying to see if any mold grew on them, and it didn't, okay? It didn't. I need a torch. I need flames. I need fire. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. My pregnancy is through the roof. You're like, your pregnancy? Yes. My pregnancy. Okay. Why are we burning some incense? Because we're gonna talk about incense. Like I said before, everybody has incense. Everybody knows somebody who has incense, at least in the witchy community. Everybody burns incense. And when you burn incense, there are a variety of things that you could be doing with that burning of the incense. It could be an offering. See, this is very sweet smelling. I have no idea what it was because when I go to buy these little baggies, they don't have labels or anything on them. It's very, very frankincense-y. I knew there was frankincense in here. I don't know what the black shit is, though. I'm assuming the gold shit's the frankincense, or maybe the black shit's the frankincense. I don't know. But just, all I did was put like 3 or 4 little beads on this thing, and it's just, it's out of control. It's out of control. It's smoking all over the place. How many of you, and raise your hands, you're like, we're not gonna raise our hands. How many of you know what incense magic is? Okay, right? You're working with the smoke of the incense. You're manifesting the things that you want through the incense smoke, right? We've all done that. We've all worked with incense magic before. You've seen it a couple of times on this channel where we work with incense magic. We use it to conjure or to welcome, right? So incense can be used in the conjuration, in the offering. It can also be used to set the space, to set the energy. So like for me, every time I clean my house, I always burn incense sticks after I sage the place to fill the space up with my own energy, right? It's the most simple and most basic little witchy thing that you can do. After you clean your house, just light some incense, open some windows, or if you can't have incense, burn some of your smelly candles, right? You're just trying to fill the space. And sometimes, like you've just seen here, when I do this, it's just, I'm just cleansing the space in a in a clockwise rotation. Some people will do it counterclockwise to remove negative energy. Some people will do it clockwise to bring in positive energy. I do it clockwise to do both. We're removing and we're replacing the negative energy with the energy of this incense. So when we make our own incense, most of the time we have an idea of what that incense is going to be used for. Like here, I'm just burning a little bit of the original 3, which is really great at rebalancing, cleansing, and calming the energies in the space. Have you ever walked into a space and there's just so much energy, whether it's your own energy or somebody else's energy, and it's so much and it's radiating all over the place? An easy way to do that is to feel out what type of energy that is. So if it's like really negative energy, you might burn an incense that's very uplifting or very relaxing or very peaceful. And all you're doing in that case is just removing the negative energy. Now, burning an incense to remove negative energy is fantastically fabulous, but make sure you've got ventilation, because sure, you can smoke up your apartment or your house or your block or your city or your country or whatever, but if that smoke doesn't have anywhere to go to carry away all the negative crap that you're trying to get rid of, it's just going to eventually settle back into the same space. So when I clean my spaces, I'll open windows and I'll burn incense. Sometimes I just burn incense for the sake of burning incense, because who doesn't want to burn incense for the sake of burning incense? But other times I will burn incense for cleansing and spellcraft and so on and so forth. And it's very important to me, at least, to open a window, especially if I'm using incense in witchcraft, because if I'm conjuring something, or if I've opened a circle and I'm trying to clear the energy after that working, even if I've said goodbye to all of the entities and they've left and everything, right? Like there's still that residual energy that's left over. And that's where I think incense can really come in handy to help clear out some of that leftover witchy energy, if you will. Dishes aside, I just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about how I use incense in my craft, from cleansing, from clarity, from spell work, right? Like we all know what we use incense for, and we all know our herbal correspondences and our planetary correspondences and our colors and so on and so forth. But what if you can't make your own incense and you're stuck buying box incense? Well, it's the same thing, right? It's the exact same concept for clearing out stagnant or negative energy, for welcoming entities in. Now, some entities, I mean, it depends on the relationship you have, but some are fickle about their incense. Maybe there's a different offering you could give them in that case, and some are not, right? Like, so the Morrigan doesn't really give a fuck what I burn. She likes the vampire blood, and she likes this woods incense. This shit is strong, okay? It's stronger than vampire blood. 1 stick of this is all you need. I make the mistake of burning 2, 1 in the kitchen, 1 in the living. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just need 1. 1 will fill up your whole house. Trust me. Trust me, okay? They're very strong smelling, and they don't smell like the woods to me. They just smell like neg champa, but like upped 20 times. The other one that she really likes burning is this rain stuff that I buy. And it literally smells like rain. It is amazing. And then for me, just sometimes, you know, I just want to relax. I'll burn some like black nug champa or nig champa, however we're supposed to be saying it. But I've really been kind of going through this wood spice, which is a little less crazy than the woods incense. But the point that I'm trying to get to is that it doesn't matter what you have or if you have anything for incense, because entities will take all kinds of offerings, whether it's blood, whether it's food, whether it's wine, whether it's water, whether it's just a lit candle, whether it's just a sigil, whether it's something you made, whatever the case may be, they will generally accept anything because you're taking the time out of your day to make something for the entity, and most of the time they're not that fickle, okay? Most of the time they're not that fickle. But getting back to incense, I just wanted to kind of share some of the incense that I have and that because I've been buying. I need to get on the internet and buy the incense, but I've got a few stores by me and I go and I buy my incense from them. But it's cheaper to buy online because you can go through New Age imports and get shit tons of incense for like $100 is their minimum, right? And their incense are like $5 for a box, and a box will come with like 5 or 6 of these in it, right? So I mean, you'd be set for incense forever. You guys remember when I used to do incense hauls, right? Remember? Okay, I'm done. I'm just rambling and I'm gonna start repeating myself, and I love you, and until next time, my fabulous Scoobies.